Morning again. Morning one. Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Yes, Mother's Day, right?
First time I'm here. No.
Really? Every year. Anyway, it's wonderful. Happy Mother's Day. It's how they start, but as Tibetan Buddhism, I think Buddhism, the mother is the most important person in your life, for this life. Well, she's the person to bring you this place. There will be always Mother Simchimping. The mother's love is unconditional.
Yeah, no matter what.
No matter what. Young or old, doesn't matter. Even you become like really getting no age. But mother think, oh, my daughter, my son. Therefore, what the mother's love is nobody teach for how to love. Just really like is a nature. Therefore, it's a wonderful all the mothers sentient beings. As Buddhism, it's all mothers sentient beings. As Buddhism, they believe past, future life. As for us, there's 4 different ones. Who's birth from the mother's womb, they necessarily need the mother. And who comes from the egg, it also needs mother, right? Egg come from mothers. Some wombs come from some womb, like most some. I think maybe that one come really mother. Some just whatever they come that. Then like some of the people also doesn't need to be called Geshe, like intermediate enchantment, Pardo,
Intermediate, yeah.
Intermediate. So those things doesn't need the mother. And just when we die here, they born to the Pardo. They all doesn't need the mother. But like us, the human beings, necessary the mother. Then our life is beginningless. When your mind life is beginningless, it's then if they're birth from the mother's womb, you need mother. Yes, so it's not necessary, Therefore, in the mother, therefore, how your mother, this life, loves your kindness for us, same as all different mothers. And we can see the example, like animals, birds, cats, the wild animals, how they taught to protect the kids. Very, very simple, not everyone. Therefore, they're not, any as a philosophy to right now, even you're not mother, but at the previous, he or she never to your mother. We don't find any, how is it, reasons or any evidence for his never to my mother. We have no evidence. Therefore, we say, all mother sentient beings, then how to develop our compassion and love, that this life, the mother of this life for me is highly kind. She taking care of me. It's the same as the other person also, even they're not my mother this life, but they will maybe a different life. Therefore, all good think that way. We don't want all. Maybe right now you are like enemy, maybe you don't like the person, but maybe we don't have any evidence that person never did your mother. Therefore, we think about that way. Therefore, today we're going to learn meditation to be there. First, the all mother something get to happy, healthy, or you can think that way, because the all mother something beings free from suffering and cause. And all mother something beings have happiness and cause. We do like this two sentences, think thoughtful until we get some, some feeling. If you think that you have some feeling coming, it shows your meditation doing something, change your mind. But it's not easy, okay? Everyone got it? What I'm talking about? You have to guess. Okay, now what he is talking about like that. Okay? Today's Mother's Day is all Mother Sentient being happy and cause unhappy. All Mother Sentient beings free from suffering and cause. Think that, okay? Okay, now maybe 5 minutes. Okay. Any feelings? Total meditation, anytime, anywhere. This is a hard meditation to love and compassion. Love and compassion. Okay? And what are we going to do? If we want to do some different ways, we want to do yoga, okay? We have yoga class here. The weight is not here. No, we don't have any more yoga. No, everyone, when they any yoga pants, anything. Anyway, as Buddhism, you exercise your mind is meditation. Exercise your body is prostration. We don't call it exercise, but prostration and circumambulation makes you exercise your body. Therefore, I think Buddha's teaching is a lot of meaningful, practical things. Also, don't eat the afternoon. Don't eat too much. It's like very important, but we eat too much and we got sick. We eat too much and other things. Therefore, circumambulation, prostration, those things also very, find or keep your, how to say, food a very basic way. Those things very practical for the body, keep our body like healthy. Therefore, today we're going to learn the prostration. Okay? But who able to do prostration, they can do. If not, you don't have necessity. But therefore, are you okay?
Getting ready.
사실이 시다만도 아무리 만들게 돼 아멘티 신세야 오늘 아메리카에 대하다 소리로 아마 요가였나 아니 아마라 판다지 계시야 그래서 매번에 아메리카 치료야 아무 소원만 자데 때문에 아멘티 신 다들 저리로 와.
So today is the Mother's Day, considered as Mother's Day in all over the states, right, or all over the world. And anyway, so this is to remember the kindness of one's mother. So if you have your mother still around, then it's good to make calls and talk to the mother and say Happy Mother's Day, and and then if you don't have, then of course you can still pray for the mother by making by doing the practices and dedicating for her.
다들이 아니 나도 다 나한테 사가다 봐서 근데 나와 지키리라 야무나 샤포초가리라 나도 다 남배게 주제나 대신 쳐버진다 되게 전에 아니 소원을 잡아야나 아니 주도치 보는 거래.
And especially at this time of the Sakadawa, and the Sakadawa is the fourth month of the lunar calendar, which is the month of Buddha's special events, right, like birth, enlightenment, death, and so forth. So it's it is considered as a very special month, and if you accumulate merit on this during this month, then it multiplies by many number of times. So especially if you can do the whole month, that's good. If not, some they do until like 15th until the full moon day.
아니 다 되겠다 이 내게 전에 다 말아서 맨날 내 강도 따위나 땅문에 지금 땡기 또 아니 고소 도대인 바이나리 단내 가지 신질라 변내 쇼차되어 버렸잖아 내게 전에 현실 좀 못하고.
So that is in terms of the time, right? In terms of the place where you are is very special also, because this is a place that's been blessed by all the holy beings, and because there is there resides many special objects like the statues, the scriptures, and so forth.
제가 단단한 쪽을 배나 남백이 신은 딱 내고도 있지 다 야가다 배이다 그러 가르치네 내 상계다 샤줘서 뭐 배배네 시계를 배내서 다 담보 아니 상계도 샤줘서 내 시계를 아니 되네 말아서 내 그러는데 내 시계를 내는 거에서 노열에
Like we go on pilgrimage, to these special places, holy places like India and so forth. The reason why you go on pilgrimage, to these places is because these places are special because they have been blessed, by the special holy beings, and there are holy objects, in that place. That's why you go to pilgrim, to those holy places.
제가 다 아니 대지잖니 내기잖니 다 너도 코를 나도 전에 다 너도 참마다 줄어져야 잘했어 너 집번도 되냐 잘되어 그랬어
So that's in terms of place, and in terms of time, and in terms, of the entourages or retinues, and then you have all the Dharma brothers and sisters around, with you.
제가 나도 라마치를 로마에서 아니 나도 다 도집번도 사인 거래
And so we are Dharma brothers and sisters, or Vajra brothers and sisters. If you have received, initiations from the same guru, then you become Vajra brothers and sisters.
제가 나도 다 깨웠는데 처럼 몸보를 도시 냠도 다 깨워 몇만한 것도 내가 먹어야 담배를 어떻게 왔어 다 아니 코스가 남는데 다 나도 조고시하네 같이 도집번도 주로서 자기 주로서
And so, so this kind of connection, you have in this life, not only this life, but you had this connection from previous lives also. So in this life, and will have in the future life as well. So, so this is why when you come to do the practice and receive teachings together, then you become Vajra siblings, or Dharma, friends like that.
어쩌다 다 되기 전에 내기 전에 다 알아서 조기 전에 나도 강가 부수고 장자가 내가 개와지와나 개와 납치고요. 어디에 저기요.
So in terms of the place, in terms of the time, in terms of the company, this is very special. Therefore, at this time, if you do the practice, with the special company at a special place, then it becomes, much more extensive or vast.
어디지 다는 조사도 그냥 치통 공부를 빼나 지름부지 아니 로마 동자 공부를 베리트야 샤지 아니 참대가 배워야 말이 된 참대가 갈아야 동샤 하수주 총알을 사례라 참고리 전에 아니 쉬워야 말이
And then there are these many practices that you can do together, like examples of the practice that Lama Tsongkhapa showed. Is the practice of doing a retreat and making prostration. So he left thousands of disciples behind and went to do a retreat. And during the retreat, he did a prostration, and he made a prostration to the 35 Buddhas, like 100,000 prostration to each of the 35 Buddhas.
아니 다는 지가 아니 동자 사례라 맨날 몸이 배워 말이 맨날
And then, like that, also he did 100,000 mandala offerings, to each of the 35 Buddhas.
어디에다 다 되게 조사들이야. 다 아니 지선 잠배야다 아니 지름부지니 받을 미대 많아지니 딱 받을 까면 넘게 오는 거야.
And so, because of the vast accumulation of merit accumulated by Lam Tsong like that, he was able to have a direct vision of Manjushri and was able to communicate with him just like a person to person or teacher to disciple.
아니 집배작 된다 하면 그걸 지름부지 가래 잠배를 가가 지나가다 조사도 자체고 근데 어디에 가로된 얘네 아니 다 도저히 장사와다 말해도 어떻게 좋아하는 거야.
So when he was not able to comprehend the meaning of a certain text, and then when he asked Manjushri, then Manjushri, oh, you need to accumulate merit and purify the negativities, to be able to understand that. You have to provide the favorable conditions and remove the unfavorable conditions. So for that, he said you should do prostrations.
어디지 다 도우진데 다 들어가도 찾아야다.
And so like that, we're going to follow the example of Lama Tsongkhapa and do a prostration today.
다 찾아야 되는데 아니 링아 요즘지 찾아야 그랬어.
So when you do a prostration, there is physical, verbal, and mental prostrations.
다 링지 찾아가잖아. 아니 다 링고스 쳐야 돼. 링샤도 남주 차 나빠도 도시 전부 다 망치는 거야. 나빠도 도치 잡아지게 되는 거. 저 나병에 내 때문에 도저히 잘 담으려고 그래서.
And so when you do the physical prostrations, you bow down, to the floor, with your body bent, and also you bring your palms together, fold your hands together, and when you do that, not palm to palm, but make it like a jewel, with the thumb tucked inside the palm.
Looking what? You see? Not like this. This not empty, but this finger inside. You see? You don't want to try? It's very easy, right? Very easy. That do the more taking that for you put here, right? Then second put here. 네가 사지가 꾼도백이 아니 바샤샤기 그래서.
So the second one that Geshe mentioned, leaves an imprint to achieve Buddha's holy body.
나 되네 내가 그래서 노진.
And then, to the forehead.
내 사지가 대표되죠. 다 가서요. 사지를 미치셔 봐인데요. 다 된다백이 쳤다. 그래서.
And then there's called like the coral hair in the forehead of the Buddha, is to achieve that.
아니 대지란 대자다 대 사지가 손트야. 아니 다 그런 바샤샤기 그래서.
And after that, you place it on the throat, and that is to leave imprint, to achieve Buddha's holy speech.
아 되네 안에 다 사지 투레는 수준 도진 내가 샤기 그래서.
And then you place it at your heart.
아 되게 투레가 치더라. 툭.
That is to achieve the the enlightened mind of the Buddha.
어따 되게 야 사지가 고소 툭 섬나야 기적됨 좀 그래.
And that also represents respecting the body, speech, and holy body, holy speech, and holy mind of the Buddha.
다들 마태위가 안에 두부 차선 맞지 않이 자세하시 요래. 아니 두부 she가 차요. 다 가르치는 데 요래서.
So when you then bend down or bow down, then there is two ways. One way is to stretch the whole body on the floor, or you can also just bend half of the body and just touch the knees, the palms, and the forehead. So you can do whichever you want.
다 루제 까먹 라고 맞아라면 도치샤야 말했어.
You should not, place your hand on the floor in the shape of a hoof, like that,
아니 라고 도치샤야 말했어.
and not, like spreading the fingers far apart from each other.
도치야 말했어. 도치 마살 도치 그랬어.
And you have to have the fingers relaxed, next to each other, and then place your palm on the ground.
아니 가만히 주 냠도 샤워 가만 봐야 돼요 말했어.
And your feet, should be, closely, joined together. Should not be very far apart.
다 장차 되네. 야 깔리 가지 살말 했는데 돼요 말 마사샤오다. 안 그랬어.
And then when you do the full prostration, where you flat the whole body on the ground, at that time you should not, lie down there for a long time just because you're tired and you want to just lie down. You should not lie down there. You have to go down, touch the ground, and immediately get up.
다 대가를 다 레지군이 작성이 그래.
So that time you are making a physical prostration.
다 대가를 칸이 변화 동상하고 아니 지기자도 많은 데가 아니 나하고는 작성이 그래. 작성이.
And then at the same time, when you verbally recite the names of the 35 Buddha or or Mani Padme Hum or the 100-syllable mantra, then that becomes the verbal prostration.
아니 대가 세매에 된다 삼아야 만 기적 제지 뭐잖아. 아니 이지가는 작성이 그래.
And at that time, if you do the prostration with the strong devotion in your mind, or by contemplating on the meaning of the prayers that you're reciting, then that becomes the mental prostration.
다 레지군의 도치는 자동차마도 가나요? 진짜 야 내지 야 리코스 코스치나 아 테마도 가지나 샘기도니 아니 되게 차트에 가운데 지 아니 연락 때문에 공지잖아 아니 내가 이 나도 이 차트
And so if you cannot make physically cannot make this kind of a full prostration or half prostration, then you can simply simply nod a little bit in respect, like bow down a little bit in respect. And if you cannot even do that, you're in a state where you are like maybe in the bed for long because of physical condition, then at that time you can just imagine in your mind that you are making those prostrations. Then also that becomes prostration.
okay everyone got it usually when do all the time that do it okay I'm going to don't shut you guys also look very still live far away you don't need to hit each other people can come here what page number who's not doing the prostration also if you have some any knee problem don't do okay you don't want to damage your knee oh no okay that very far away if you're able to do you can do long one gentlemen come here yeah okay yeah first you can do also chart have kana do 동샤 자산만 몇 맞지 근데 동샤 숨주 소말라 차다 야야야 연구도 되다
What is?
동샤 됐다 담보 숨주 사슴주 소말라 샤스주 소만사 대지라야 아니 다 아니 동샤 라스주 소마도 산제주가 말은 예로지스 게 내가 예선지는 몇개 샤바 소소 하고네 샤바 하 먹고네 샤바 근데라 아니 셰추바 야와나 아니 대 아니 가로 소바소지스 대주나 가르나 아니 다 말한 게 사샤바 이제 개와 사샤바 개에서 강 사샤바 돼야 아니 뭐와처럼 지스 되나 된다 숨 되요 동샤 되나
So in the 35 Buddha, practice, which is also called the three hips of the sutra, and the first one is the prostration, right? Making prostration to the 35 Buddhas, and then second part, is the confession. So you think of all the Buddhas, the 35 Buddhas, and all the other Buddhas, of the 10 direction, in their presence, and then you think of all the negative actions that you have created, and then you confess those. And then at the end is the last part is the dedication. So just like the Buddhas of the past dedicated, dedicate in the same way like that. So then you do the dedication. So these are the three parts of the 35 Buddha practice.
okay who has book Bob you going to read
Yep.
Bob can read maybe also you could come up and also ask you can come up okay let me come okay maybe Bob did this read it slowly you want this yeah
Which part should we start with?
first part session all 35 Buddhas
Okay.
if you memorize you can do that if you not memorize it's okay you just think okay think then short of color dan dula sanjida shajo sam tongja la su yo shuyo sam then and sa de ge ta te ba karo tu de jiro ba de la ani so so dang so so pama dang ne ta semje samik chida chanta yo sam ko chi kene da
So so anyway, when you do the prostration, you imagine, visualize, the 35 Buddhas, in the space in front of you, and to these Buddhas, you think of making prostration, and on this special day, of the Sagadawa, a special month, which is the fourth, day, of the Sagadawa month, and so you think that you're making this prostration, for the benefit of, all sentient beings, especially all the mothers and all the beings that you want to dedicate for.
yep
The Guru, teacher, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly included Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakti. The Guru, teacher, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly included Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakti. The Guru, teacher, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly included Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakti. Tathagata thoroughly destroying with Vajra essence like prostrate. Tathagata thoroughly destroying with Vajra essence like prostrate. Tathagata thoroughly destroying with Vajra essence like prostrate. Tathagata radiant jewel and prostrate. Tathagata radiant jewel and prostrate. Tathagata radiant jewel and prostrate. Tathagata king lord of the Nagas I prostrate. Tathagata king lord of the Nagas I prostrate. Tathagata king lord of the Nagas I prostrate. Tathagata army of heroes I prostrate. Tathagata army of heroes I prostrate. Tathagata army of heroes I prostrate. Tathagata delighted hero I prostrate. Tathagata delighted hero I prostrate. Tathagata delighted hero I prostrate. Tathagata jewel fire I prostrate. Tathagata jewel fire I prostrate. Tathagata jewel fire I prostrate. Tathagata jewel moonlight I prostrate. Tathagata jewel moonlight I prostrate. Tathagata jewel moonlight I prostrate. Tathagata meaningful being I prostrate. Tathagata meaningful being I prostrate. Tathagata meaningful sea I prostrate. Tathagata jewel moon I prostrate. Tathagata jewel moon I prostrate. Tathagata jewel moon I prostrate. Tathagata stainless one I prostrate. Tathagata stainless one I prostrate. Tathagata stainless one I prostrate. Tathagata bestowed with courage I prostrate. Tathagata bestowed with courage I prostrate. Tathagata bestowed with courage I prostrate. Tathagata pure one I prostrate. Tathagata pure one I prostrate. Tathagata pure one I prostrate. Tathagata bestowed with purity I prostrate. Tathagata bestowed with purity I prostrate. Tathagata bestowed with purity I prostrate. Tathagata water God I prostrate. Tathagata water God I prostrate. Tathagata water God I prostrate. Tathagata deity of the water God I prostrate. Tathagata deity of the water God I prostrate. Tathagata deity of the water God I prostrate. Tathagata glorious goodness I prostrate. Tathagata glorious goodness I prostrate. Tathagata glorious goodness I prostrate. Tathagata glorious skillful I prostrate. Tathagata glorious skillful I prostrate. Tathagata glorious skillful I prostrate. Tathagata infinite splendor I prostrate. Tathagata infinite splendor I prostrate. Tathagata infinite splendor I prostrate. Tathagata glorious light I prostrate. Tathagata glorious light I prostrate. Tathagata glorious light I prostrate. Tathagata sorrowless glory I prostrate. Tathagata sorrowless glory I prostrate. Tathagata sorrowless glory I prostrate. Tathagata son of non-craving I prostrate. Tathagata son of non-craving I prostrate. Tathagata son of non-craving I prostrate. Tathagata glorious flower I prostrate. Tathagata glorious flower I prostrate. Tathagata glorious flower I prostrate. Tathagata pure light rays clearing knowing by clay I prostrate. Tathagata pure light rays clearing knowing by clay I prostrate. Tathagata pure light rays clearing knowing by clay I prostrate. Tathagata lotus light rays clearing knowing by clay I prostrate. Tathagata lotus light rays clearing knowing by clay I prostrate. Tathagata lotus light rays clearing knowing by clay I prostrate. Tathagata glorious wealth I prostrate. Tathagata glorious wealth I prostrate. Tathagata glorious wealth I prostrate. Tathagata glorious mindfulness I prostrate. Tathagata glorious mindfulness I prostrate. Tathagata glorious mindfulness I prostrate. Tathagata glorious being widely renowned I prostrate. Tathagata glorious being widely renowned I prostrate. Tathagata glorious being widely renowned I prostrate. Tathagata king holding the victory banner of 400 power I prostrate. Tathagata king holding the victory banner of 400 power I prostrate. Tathagata king holding the victory banner of 400 power I prostrate. Tathagata glorious one totally subduing I prostrate. Tathagata glorious one totally subduing I prostrate. Tathagata glorious one totally subduing I prostrate. Tathagata utterly victorious in battle I prostrate. Tathagata utterly victorious in battle I prostrate. Tathagata utterly victorious in battle I prostrate. Tathagata glorious transcendence through subduing I prostrate. Tathagata glorious transcendence through subduing I prostrate. Tathagata glorious transcendence through subduing I prostrate. Tathagata glorious manifestations illuminating all life processes. Glorious manifestations illuminating all life processes. Glorious manifestations illuminating all life processes. All subduing true lotus type processes. All subduing true lotus type processes. All subduing true lotus type processes. By perfect goodness, with the king of the holy mountain, perfect king of the Lord of mountains.
That's good. Okay. So again, okay. Now do each one.
One each.
One each. So you did three each, right?
Yeah, we did 3 each.
Okay. You want okay? Today you don't need to go to the gym. Okay, slowly. So,
The Guru, Bhagavad, Bhagata, Arhat, perfectly completed but a glorious conqueror, Shakti-Muni, I prosper. The Bhagata, thoroughly destroying with love your essence, I prosper. The Bhagata, radiant jewel, I prosper. The Bhagata, king of Lord of the Bhagatas, I prosper. The Bhagata, army of heroes, I prosper. The Bhagata, delighted hero, I prosper. Bhagata, jewel fire, I prosper. Bhagata, jewel light, I prosper. Bhagata, meaningful proceed, I prosper. Bhagata, jewel moon, I prosper. Bhagata, stainless one, I prosper. Bhagata, bestowed with courage, I prosper. Bhagata, pure one, I prosper. Bhagata, bestowed with purity, I prosper. Bhagata, water god, I prosper. Bhagata, deity of water god, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious goodness, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious sanctity, I prosper. Bhagata, infinite splendor, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious light, I prosper. Bhagata, sorrowless glory, I prosper. Bhagata, son of non-craving, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious flower, I prosper. Bhagata, pure light rays, clearly knowing by praise, I prosper. Bhagata, lotus light rays, clearly knowing by praise, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious wealth, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious mindfulness, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious name, I understand, I prosper. Bhagata, people in the different manner, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious one, totally subduing, I prosper. Bhagata, utterly victorious in battle, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious transcendence through subduing, I prosper. Bhagata, glorious manifestations illuminating all, I prosper. Bhagata, all subduing jewel lotus, I prosper. Perfect completed Buddha, king of the Lord, mountains, currently seated at the jewel of lotus, I prosper.
okay. I'm to do one Tibetan, okay. You don't put your hands not like this, okay. Don't go ahead like this. When you touch the ground, don't put like this, okay. You want to fast or short? I don't feel like that. Or you can just listen me and talk to you. You are normal. Okay. Teje Shava Loangi Jaya Pola Shanta, Teje Shava Po De La Shanta, Teje Shava Te La Shanta, Teje Shava Rinche Me La Shanta, Teje Shava Rinche Tava La Shanta, Teje Shava Loa Toya La Shanta, Teje Shava Rinche Tava La Shanta, Teje Shava Trama Me Pa La Shanta, Teje Shava Teje La Shanta, Teje Shava Tava La Shanta, Teje Shava Tambe La Shanta, Teje Shava Chila La Shanta, Teje Shava Chile La Shanta, Teje Shava Te La Shanta, Teje Shava Tene La Shanta, Teje Shava Teje Kaya La Shanta, Teje Shava Wa La Shanta, Teje Shava Nye Me Pi La Shanta, Teje Shava Temi Je La Shanta, Teje Shava Me To La Shanta, Teje Shava Tambe Oda Nambra Lava, Mumbra Jemba La Shanta, Teje Shava Temi Oda Nambra Lava, Mumbra Jemba La Shanta, Teje Shava No La Shanta, Teje Shava Temi La Shanta, Teje Shava Tamba Shanda Yanda La Shanta, Teje Shava Ombo Take Jante Je Jabo La Shanta, Teje Shava Shanda Nama Nudi La Shanta, Teje Shava Yele Shanda Namra Java La Shanta, Teje Shava Namra Nambe Shepi Bala Shanta, Teje Shava Kane Noa Kobe Bala Shanta, Teje Shava Yadanche Pelma Namra Namba La Shanta, Teje Shava Da Chomba Yanta Vara Zobe Sanje Rambo Cheda, Pemala Rabdu Jubra Sanje Ramo Ge Jabola Shanta Lo. Okay, okay, exhaust. See, I'll just sit back. So I don't want to go. You go hospital tomorrow. Yesterday, usually I keep not. What says today I have my knee. Okay. 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 Oh, good. Now you can turn on the AC. Heat. Turn off the heat. We don't need. You can off. You don't need. Did you also have someone there? Someone look at me? Oh, Lele, you can come inside here. So they can come inside. Ah, namaste. Yeah, you don't have to wear that.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can come inside to.
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So we're not go outside the light on the camp.
I think the candle was totally full,
Door was closed, that's why.
but I think it's also already completely full. There's space, but do the some.
Can we light on here?
We not light here, but
Okay.
if you wait like until maybe 1 hour, then the hour open, but maybe there's no space. You have some empty space.
Maybe someone we're gonna do some lights. Not,
Do you want
not,
me to check?
not more.
Do you know how to go to the carriage house?
Yes.
Go there, the small boxes, small
Yeah.
packets.
It's okay.
The one there inside the key,
Is that the
carriage house. You just go straight, you can see on the tables, some flower buckets. One of them is the key there.
So we already have that.
Yeah, show time to find the key.
Just here.
Okay. Okay, Bob. Now we not finish. Okay. Yeah, good. First, you can put this flower vase. Then we'll put it here. You have some food there? Put it on the table. Okay, now Bob, you can read the second part.
Second God.
That time,
Regarding the profile show.
yeah. So please, everyone listen me like that, okay? And that this time, although you remind, and you physically and mentally, you do any bad thought, bad things, you advise for other people to bad ideas. You also connect with some bad, any actions, physically, mentally. Remind that you say, please forgive me. Forgiveness? Forgive me like that, okay? Yeah, slowly.
Page 49. All those who 35 Buddhas are, with many Tathagatas are hearts perfectly completed Buddhas, which are existing, sustaining, residing in all the world systems of the 10 directions. All you Buddha Bhagavans, please pay attention to me. In this life, of all the states of rebirth, which I circle in samsara without ending rise, whatever negative actions I have created, many others to create, or rejoice in the creation of, whatever possessions of secrets, possessions of the Sangha, or possessions of the Sangha of the 10 directions that I have appropriated, many others to appropriate, or rejoice in the appropriation of, whichever amount of fine actions of institution I have done, or rejoice in doing of, whatever acts of the 10 non-virtuous actions I have engaged in, caused others to engage in, or rejoiced in engaging in. Whatever I have created, being obscure by these karmas, causes me and sentient beings to be born in the hell realms, in the animal realm, and in the feather realm, in religious countries, as barbarians, or as long-legged gods, with imperfect families, holding long beards, or not being pleased with Buddha's descent, in the presence of the Buddha Bhagavans who are transcendental wisdom, who are eyes, who are the nose, who are valid, and who see with omniscient consciousness. I am admitting and testing all these things. I will not conceal nor hide them. And from now on in the future, I will abstain and refrain from committing them again. All the Bhagavans, please pay attention to me. In this life and in all other states of rebirth, which I have circled in samsara throughout beginnings lives, whatever roots of virtue I have created by generosity,
You can give them. You don't have to go. Then give them.
just one mouthful of food.
Yeah, they know.
Whatever roots of virtue I have created by guarding morality, whatever roots of virtue I have created by following true conduct, whatever roots of virtue I have created by fully ripening sentient beings, whatever roots of virtue I have created by generating Buddhism, and whatever roots of virtue I have created by my unsurpassed transcendental wisdom, all these assembled and gathered and bound together, I fully dedicate to the unsurpassed, the unknown, the higher than the high, the superior to the superior. Thus I completely dedicate to the highest, perfectly complete enlightenment. Just as the previous Buddhavadavans have fully dedicated, just as the future Buddhavadavans will fully dedicate, and just as the presently abiding Buddhavadavans are fully dedicated, like that I too dedicate fully. I confess all activities individually. I rejoice in all the merits. I urge and implore all Buddhas to grant my request. May I receive the highest, most sublime transcendental wisdom. To the conquerors and best of humans, those who are living in the present time, those who have lived in the past, and those who will likewise come, to all those who have bodies as vast as infinite ocean, with heads holding I approach for refuge.
Okay. Any questions? Everybody exhausted?
I have a question.
Yes.
You said that when you put your hand here, it's for the curl.
Yeah, does Buddha have some special quote here?
Yeah, what does that mean?
The Ishik Shen, he tell Ishik Shen like this. Buddha,
Or is that Chen E?
Ishik Shen. Then Zepate, something Zepa like this.
Ishik Chen.
Shouchula Ishik Shen like this, Shouchula something Zepa like this. The
So
Tumo mind,
that represent the wisdom eye.
something Tumo mind which you this.
It's the uncommon quality of a Buddha.
Sanjala says about Sumchit Sochita, and the Peje, Tamarava, and Jajta Mayores.
So there are like all these signs and symbols of the Buddha that shows that he's enlightened and so forth. So that's like a 32 major and 30 and 80 minor marks that you see on the Buddha that shows the enlightened.
That Kanji, and then Sanjin Zepo Shigari, and Ishik Shen elaborated Karishan Yoris.
So that's the curled hair, and also it's called the wisdom eye.
Okay. Okay. No.
Do you want to do the general confession?
Oh, they have not.
Hulag?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
That one too?
Oh, yeah. Chetan데. 아니, 너도 야, 그랬다. 소주고 양디나라. 소주고 파마, 빈자, 개개라 막혀왔더니 여봐이나. 아니, 다 니마 대리 산지도 산지도 멘토랑이 샤파시게요. 아니, 나라 아니지. 나와나로 나오세 되는 바로.
And so this is to confess, all the disrespects and so forth that you have done towards your teacher, towards your parents, and others, And then so today you confess that in the presence of all these holy beings, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10th direction, and then you ask for forgiveness, and then you make a commitment, to not disrespect again in the future.
Okay, yeah.
O great Guru Vajradhara, all other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who abide in the 10 directions, and all the venerable Sangha, circulating in cyclic existence since beginningless time until the present, overpowered by mental afflictions such as attachment, aversion, and ignorance, by means of body, speech, and mind, have created the 10 non-virtuous actions. I have engaged in the 5 uninterrupted negative karmas, and the 5 nearing uninterrupted negative karmas. I have transgressed the vows of individual liberation, transgressed the vows of bodhisattvas, and transgressed the samadhi of secret mantra. I have been disrespectful to my parents, have been disrespectful to my father and masters, to my father, and have been disrespectful to my spiritual friends living in ordination. I have committed actions harmful to the 3 jewels, avoided the holy dharma, criticized the Arya Sangha, harmed sentient beings, and so on. These and many other non-virtuous negative actions I have done, have caused others to do, have rejoiced in others doing, and so forth. In the presence of the great Guru Vajradhara, all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas who reside in the 10 directions, and the venerable Sangha, I admit this entire collection of faults and transgressions that are obstacles to my own higher rebirth and liberation, and are causes of cyclic existence and miserable lower rebirths. I will not conceal them. I accept them as negative. I promise to refrain from doing these actions again in the future. By confessing and acknowledging them, I will attain and abide in happiness, while by not confessing and acknowledging them, true happiness will not come.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, and you can sometimes have people, I need to do something prayer. I don't know what to do. When people say, the symbols way also you can do, every Sunday or Wednesday pray. You can do that. About that, if you have some commandments or of course you have to do, then also you can do this, 35 Buddhas, you can do every day, once a day, or maybe once a week, and your body is okay, you can do prostration, Those things are special for the purifier of our negative karmas. put by there's a what if I did or I ask her to do that or I rejoice someone do bad things. Like that in fourth days, right? Please listen for me. What I create the negative karma for previous life, this life, or I may create the negative karma, any actions to ask it to others, or I rejoice for someone doing that. They were so for the place to, purify those things. The power, not the digital, digital. 아니, 나봐 순지ben다. 이제 못 건드시면다. 톱시다. 톱시 녀면 차단되는 것도 몰라.
So this includes all the practice and all the four powers, like the power of object, power of regret, the power of promise, and then power of the antidote.
하나지가 다 나서 보나. 근데 지금 내소 계획을 사죠. 또 계획을 사죠. 냐와 이다도 너무 계획을 사죠. 또 담아 배워서 주시로.
And so here we're also, confessing or requesting to purify all the negative karmas that we have created to be born in the lower realms, like in the hell realm, Holy Ghost realm, and animal realms.
Okay, I think who would like to burn animal? Anyone like to burn animal? Why not just cat, dog here? They're very good. They rejoice. Isn't it? One hand they look, really rejoice, but on one hand, they don't have really freedom. But for us, the freedom is most important for everyone, right? But animals also, if you give them, they don't know, then also they do mistakes, they run away. Then others complain that we have no choice. Also tell them, and they don't have much freedom on environments. Like that, therefore, it's good, but nobody wants to burn any animals, right? Therefore, yes, if you create that karma to burn animals, also purify like that. Then, your dedication for medicine, even I could give like small, generosity. So one bite food, some animals, some person. I make for others to do that. Or I rejoice for others doing that. So for those. Then with the six professions, whatever I practice, through the six professions. Oh,
The practice conjoined with the six perfections.
Right? You talk about that, right? Not we said one by one, they talk about that. Then, whatever I care, the previous I care right now, I'm going to dedication for the Buddhahood, what Buddha did. Very powerful, very, very powerful. Then the last one we said, Hola.
General confession.
Yeah, general, what is it, general?
General confession.
Yeah, Hola means like, please listen me like that. You say very, very loving, very weak. And those things are, we, unrespect for our parents, our families, friends, neighbors, co-workers, right? Whatever I create, the please to forgiveness. Those very powerful, very simple, very short. And if you don't know what to do that every day. And if you do prostration, that is good, but not necessary. Like, some Western say, we give one, then they have to do only this way. You change, what did I do before that? So you need to live in a flexible way. If you do with the authors, with good motivation, then effort to prostration, reset that. Those best. But it takes time. Lot to do. Just sit or stand up, just recite. When you recite in your mind with that, try to feeling something. This is easy, but then yeah, but that is even you can do once a day. Something better to do commandments. That through the good way or bad way, you can do commandments. If you don't do commandments, also you didn't do. But you do commitments, then this becomes like got a text of Shanwa.
Ah, so then it becomes an obligation. You're obliged.
I do what and done. But if you don't have the commitment, also doesn't know much clear than merit. But also different. Your commitment from your own mind, or your commitment from your teacher is different. Your commitment with your teacher, a little bit more serious. Your commitment yourself from the Buddha is not much there for us. Serious. Therefore, those things, then these are all manifest. This is like a simple practice. If you don't know what I'm doing. Also, I always say, don't do too much. Everyone say, okay, read this book, very good. Do that, very good. There are a lot of things, all different things, right? If you go to the buffet, especially the Chinese buffet, they have like 20, 30, 40 dishes. You cannot eat all of them, right? Choose what really you're able to digest. There are a lot of different ice creams. You cannot eat all of them, but you can choose one like that. They're all good, all delicious, but we're not able to digest everything. Exactly like that. You go to shopping mall, there's so many good things. We cannot buy all things. Exactly like that. They're very good lot of practice, but for us, got to choose some symbol. Okay? It was you to do that. Then you commitment too much, then it become, it makes you also more stressful. Afternoon, you start stressful. Because morning is when we get up, time to go walk. Not much time. Then afternoon, you come over the especially winter or the dark, the mind, I have to do my prayer. That becomes more stressful. Sometimes it happens. It's happened, for you guys, for me also, something about sometimes this happens, but it's totally not like that. The symbols very easy, not too much, is all doesn't make that. Okay? Yes.
Question. What's the difference between Om Mani Padme Hum and then the other one is Om Mani Padme Hum? Is there a difference, or are they? You can just do either one.
Different deities, special for the Om Mani Padme Hum, we have connection with the ably with Shiva. She is a Queen Buddha. Yeah. Om Mani Padme special for Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva is in the last figure in the session. Those special, but not okay. Now I'm English to finish. Chetan Sanjay Tamalaya and the Jigger.
So generally, all the Buddhas, have the same power, to accomplish, all this practice, of the purification and so forth. But it makes a difference, in terms, of how they generated their mind, to benefit sentient beings.
Papa sharing the way by na music at that and a jigger. Three resolution. Subject to Sanjay, three resolution, high to Shabate, and it Papa sharing data, and it go Karo Tate. That's three resolution, high to Shabbat in Paris.
So like the Avalokiteshvara, is is the enlightened, compassion, and that arise in the form of the deity in that shape.
Shazani sharing two chetamolaya, Bomba, Semching, Shide or Sheta, and it Tendela Pet was you were shows them, Tendek to Jenny, and the Sanjay of the Nero is
Shidegi Dumaltara.
That do other thing, Shide.
So, like in Avalokiteshvara, when he first generated the mind of enlightenment, he mainly dedicated to be able to eliminate, the sufferings of other sentient beings. So therefore, if you recite, that mantra of Avalokiteshvara, then helps, to eliminate to eradicate the sufferings and achieve happiness.
아니 도지 선바데 야 아니 shetan 아니 니바요 wala 야 토모 마임바 지금 야 아니 미세비야 아니 지금 디바샤야가 쳇다 아니 디바샤야가 쳇다 라이스 샤샤바데 아니 도지 선바이 파레스.
And then the Vajrasattva, is an enlightened, being, but also, is mainly the purification of the negative karma of the sentient being that of the sentient being that arise in the form of this deity or Buddha, Vajrasattva, and therefore it especially helps to purify the negative Buddhas.
아니 다나 지금 동샤가 나서 좀 송한테야 또 아니 지금 니바사야 니바다야 니바 돕시 뭐야 어찌 라이스 샤샤바데 들어봐.
And like that, also the 35 Buddhas, of the of this confession, downfall confession, is the deities or the Buddhas that arise in the form, and especially to purify those negative karmas, of the downfall.
근데 사제 멜라다보다야 지금 섬제 내바다 아니 지금 섬제 트보가 들려야 의색이 지금 제대로 좀 제바나 야 들려 투미 잡이 나다가 니 봐요 말이야.
And then, like the medicine Buddha, is mainly generated the mind at the time when he generated the mind of enlightenment. He mainly dedicated to be able to eradicate the diseases and sickness of the sentient beings. Therefore, it is more powerful when you make a prayer to the medicine Buddha to get rid of the disease, sickness, and so forth.
아니 식당을 드마셔야 돼. 아니 자 대입 받지 쉬어왔다. 아니 무도비 왔다. 땡에 받지 쉬어왔다. 땡에 돼. 드마셔야 돼 이거야.
And then also there is the deity Tara, who is mainly for removing the obstacles, meant to being successful in the activities. So that represents, the enlightened activity of all the Buddhas, is mainly for that.
오케이. 제다니 너와라 스페셜리스트 스페셜 사지 중심이 말이야. 너와라 가리 스페셜리스트 코랑기 쇼치면 심한 거라. 대소로 말 받지. 아니 이제 리바처도 요발아야 대야 스페셜 모마인 바 소소 투게다 그잖아 요 같은 데요 사례.
And so, of course, they're specialized in that, but they also have the other powers. You can pray, to Tara, to get rid of the sufferings, or you can pray to medicine Buddhas to have a success and so forth like that. So it's not like a specialty like here in the doctors, where they're specialized in one field and then they have no idea about the other field. It's not like that.
Someone not ear, they don't have idea for eyes. Anyway, like that, is on it, get up to Chabala, you don't clash the Jago, that get up to what Chetamichani, you don't madam.
So in order to do this practice of purification and the accumulation of the merit, you have to depend or rely on a deity. Therefore, all these different kind of deities, to accomplish different purposes.
Okay, make sense?
Yes.
But you can think of just one Buddha, like Buddha Shakyamuni, that is for everything, like for purification, for accumulation, for removing, the obstacles. I like this, you can think of all.
아니 다 제너라마 가딩이 차니 아니 제너라마 아니 지금 조단 가로 전로종 전에 아니 예담 제너라마 제너 아니 다가 조단 전에 다가지 아니 무조다 조단 전에다 가데다 되게 전에 다지 경에 빠져서 왔더니 사명이 제대까지 제너라마 제너에 제너가로 제너 주종세 사마 예담 찔러도 되게 이거 아니 좀 됐다.
So like one being, or one enlightened being, or one Buddha, can be seen as all, in terms of the the kindness for teaching the Dharma as a guru, in terms of giving the realizations or the siddhis, like the attainments as a deity, And in terms of helping as Dhaka Center clinics, assisting in your practice, Dhaka Center clinics, and everything, like you can see them all as one.
Otherwise, you can think, okay, now maybe I have different statue or maybe different Buddha. It's good you have the, but it's not necessary. Sometimes you buy so many things. Then one day, Geshe, I would like to donation this for center. That's bad sign. Right? So some people buy so many stuffs, then they don't know what to do. And they're very nice word. We like to donation for the center. It's honestly, basically, they just throw the center. Trash, they just, I don't want to use the name the trash, but they just throw it somewhere. And therefore, you don't have to buy too many things, whatever you have, in other words, you have to buy so many things. Is it? That, also, we have to also something careful after you die, you can clean up. Maybe your family member is not Buddhism, then they open the trash. You have so many stuffs that will make sure before we die, just clean up what you want to put, just write down. Is it? This is a Tibetan, they're really Buddhism country. The children, they're all taking care. But here, different, right? Maybe your family, maybe only one person can do, another people taking care. Then they don't know what to do, they just put the trash bag. Then that's not good. Therefore, we need to also not just buy. I like that. Then you need to also some notification, instruction to what to do. Okay. Any other questions? Yes.
With respect to, Geshe spoke about the difference between a commitment we have to a teacher versus a commitment to ourselves. What about if the commitment to ourselves, whether you make a commitment yourself or you just sometimes say, I'll do this, and sometimes I do it, is it more powerful to have a commitment to yourself?
Yeah, even yourself, your commitment is more powerful. If you have some power commitment, like example, yeah, power commitment is more important. Understand the meaning and more commitment much powerful. Like example, the birds, animals, although that doesn't do law 10 on versus action, but they don't create any negative positive karma, but they don't have any idea, they don't have any commitments. In order to create a positive karma, you need to understand the force, then stop that. Because they need more difficult, you stop that way. They will create more positive karma. Therefore, commitment you need to very carefully, but with more power. Okay.
Since we did the purification and she asked about the daily practice, may I ask, there's a 9 wonderful preliminary practice. And do you mind speaking about a little bit of this theory of Geshe Kadra and Sabda Kadra? It's one of the 9 practices of the wonderful.
Oh, yeah. That's a complicated.
Okay.
No. Shaitan, Monjo said, Tanya, and yeah, you can put that.
Well, usually the preparatory practices, for the actual practice. Yeah, those the preparatory practice, is very common in the other traditions as well.
Okay. And Kaju Nima Solaya, and Monjo said, Sago, and you just Chadam, Medrada, and a Tekaro, Yanchipia, the Telim Moxa, you read.
대대마도로 열어 지금 정말로.
The console take me sec the checklist. Console take you me sec the checklist. Some day the checklist.
So this is in the Nyingma and Kaiju, they have a very strong tradition, of doing these ngondros. Ngondro is like the preparatory practice of making like 100,000 prostrations, 100,000 water lamp offerings, and mandalas and so forth. Yeah. So in the Gelugpa tradition, you don't have it, on the side, like especially I mentioned about that. But so these are like the 7 limb practices.
디나 처음 디디요. 래.
So that includes everything.
아차한다 도시가로 두고 다야 지금 라마 수수 그래 지 도모만도 다니러. 내가 다 고사대 다니는 간에 하고 막어.
가래디?
무지라도 도시가로 what night?
Summer Vajra. I think the other one is Summer Vajra. The green.
Where do you find those things?
Oh, I just learned about the 9 wonderful practices.
From where?
From like CMT has the one.
벌써?
문로 구세 무사 문로 구.
문도쿠?
야
문도쿠라 거니만요.
문로 구 맞다. 문로 얌내서는 맞다.
So what are you talking about? What is that? 9 what?
I was 9 wonderful practice.
9 wonder practice. Yeah.
What?
The wonder 냠내 구여서 this one.
그때 좋아도 계속 다니면 더 고냐니.
Yeah, maybe the thing was APM to not do so. 뭐라서는.
몰라서 그때 시간 나.
근데 gelugpa 어떻게 여도 이거를 되는 거죠. 하고 메시는 없지요.
아무때 미세대 또 연락이 있냐네 맞는데 미세와 전체는 무슨까지.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. What they are, It's like we usually talk about the 7 limb practices, but I'm sure there are. I don't know exactly what they are.
다네 양삼도 거기다 그래. 그렇지나 도저히 가루 냠을 찍고라래. 그도 그냥 뼈 슈쳐 붙이는 거 도저히 가루 살래.
어제 간두되지도 않더래. the 딕바 the 다치더래.
어차피 내한테 지제래야 야 진나다 코너서 다 지제서 미세 도모만 되는지 거다. 야 도저히 가루 살래.
이런 말들은 정말 열다. 정말 제초월. the 수요는 제초월. So there's a doje karu practice. Are you talking about that?
Yeah, I think fire puja is the
Yeah, doje karu practice is usually is the deity doje kando, where you visualize the deity with the mouth open, and then you think of your negative karmas in the form of a black sesame seed, and then you burn it in there like that. So that's a practice, mundo practice, like you can do that. Yeah.
나 도저 간다. 또 지제서라 양 삼삼 지금 라박 제야와 그냥 도와요와 근데 그거다 양 무슨 되게 나오지.
근데 기자집에서 말다. 내가 정말 제초월.
술 때셔니다. 제도 좋아하는 것도 남한테 용납게 해 말아.
Yeah, it's not very well known, but yeah, so you can do that, yeah.
오케이. 내가 또도 연락되냐면 내가 가 얘는 돼.
So, but the main thing is the 7 limb practices, yeah. So if you do that, that includes everything.
단단하게 들도도 냠내지나 빠지 또 제가로 또 냠내지 빠지 들도 야와가 르다 제대로 빠지 토크에 다 빠지 좋지 말아.
So for the doje kando practice, I think you have to receive some kind of the transmission or the initiation, to do that practice. You can't just do it.
제가 단다 이자도 또 냠내다 보셔야 저야 다 롱트는 야고다야 지금 와는 게 요 말아.
But the practice of the purification of like the 35 Buddha prostration or the recitation of the 107 mantra of Vajrasattva, I don't think you need permission or the initiation to do that. Of course, it's good to have the initiation or transmission that becomes more powerful. But even without that, you can still do those practices.
Okay. Remember what are the 9?
refuge,
Okay.
bodhicitta,
We do that.
and refuge, bodhicitta, frustration,
We do that.
vajrasattva,
We do that.
the summer vajra, offering the water bowl, 100,000 times the water bowl.
Okay.
Sarasana,
Yeah, 사선 보름 사지야.
and then Samaya Vajra and
사마라 바자스 가네. 사마라 바자스.
Samaya Doje, yeah, 가서 담치 도제.
알레 담투 도제 대바세. 담투 도제 대바세. 근데 가서 대상 나돌 때도 샵했다는 장보름 비시. 그때 샵는데 이거 너무 담투 도제 대바세. 가서 소대요 대이로.
Yeah, there's a Samaya Vajra practice. There was this also recommendation, to do for the long life of His Holiness and Dalai Lama, and to remove obstacles to his life like that.
And also mata, like Lama Tsongkhapa, mata offering and Guru Yoga.
제가 되나 양아들이 차단돼야 된다.
So this includes all the 17 practices there.
아니 문로 있다. 줄지 셔바가 문로 사이 뭔가 싸서 대대 상태야.
Yeah, so that includes all the preparatory practices, there's in the like different, kind of 100,000 practices, like 5 different kind of 100,000 practices.
가제 이제 다 양아들 양아들이 차상되다. 양아들 양아들 많이 쳐요 말.
So anyway, if you do the 17 practices, that includes all of these.
bana tambo chasa we na ga cha bom se wa ta cha se
So first one is making prostration.
생각도 그래 cha da 아니 저 돼 된다
And then there's like making offerings.
아니 샤바세도 다 예tum 셴바다 다 다다디 참 샤바데 아니 tamsu 도제 대바다 셴바가 도제
도제카도.
예tum 대다 좀 지금도 다 나도 동샤를 나도 좀 되는 제초거리 아니 도제 셴바데 제초거리.
And then there's this limba purification, which includes all these practice for purifying the negativities, like you said, like Samaya Vajra or Vajra, Doja Kardo, and then making prostration of the 35 Buddhas, and all this can be included in the practice, in the limba of purification.
제도당 나도 쟤는 남주잖아 아니 도제 셴바다 동샤 라비 수정 성하다 아니 되지 다 예반 가라고 어떻게 제초거리.
Yeah, so you can do those practices of 35 Buddha, and so forth, for purification.
Rejoicing.
And then the rejoicing, the limb of rejoicing can be, any kind of practice, any kind of positive actions, right? You can rejoice in. So 그래, 양을 믿어 써왔다바다 아니 저국과 써다바. Then making request, for the long life, to not pass away, and then the request, to turn the will of Dharma, and then dedication at the end. Yeah, so then making 100,000 tatas can be also included in the practice, of the purification.
Okay? We're not missing, but we're not really counting one by one. You understand like that way? Oh, he's hungry. We are finished. Okay, we are finished. Take the precepts. Yeah. He rejoices, he's married. Okay, we also finish, okay? Anyway, wonderful. And next week also we're going to do the session, right? Saturday.
So next, so first we Bob's class is on Monday, and then Wednesday we're going to have Tara Puja, and then Saturday is the Kangyur Tangyur recitation. And
yeah, therefore recitation. Kangyur you have no Kangyur, you have no Tangyur, but you can recite 35 Buddhas, Heart Sutara, Borderline Sutara, Dhammakara Sutara, any kind. Even you can come here with the longer. Okay? Do the common. I'm going to learn from 9 to 3 o'clock to Guru Puja, but until then I'm going to read a long commandment that day. Even maybe a lot of people, maybe not that many people, who knows. We're going to serve the lunch, dinner. So also the Tibetan again, so we have also Guru Puja so that day. It's the 12th day and also 10th day of Sagatama. Now, therefore, you can also rejoice the Kanyu Rishwa, how wonder can be that. Okay? Even if you touch the matters, nobody can explain it. Then or whatever. If you touch, if you read, and you write, the matter is only Buddha can explain. I love that. Okay?
looking ahead at part of the Sakadala month, On the actual day of Sakadawa, the 23rd, we will be taking, Geshe will be conferring the 8 Mahayana precepts at 4:45 a.m. and then Medicine Buddha in the evening. And then we have the Vajrasattva retreat on the 26th.
What does the Vajrasattva retreat entail?
There's a description on the website, but mostly we will be doing the
From
sadhana
9 to-
practice from the initiation that we received from Ling Rinpoche.
From start 9 to
5.
5.
There's a potluck lunch.
Okay? Everyone good? Okay, then we stop. Damn sure, man. We need also eat. Okay, hey, Margaret. Margaret, boring there. Hey, Michelle, oh, you are there. Hey, Eric. Yum.
Gisela, can I ask a question?
Okay. Caution, we already close.
Okay, I'll ask next time.
Just kidding. What's your question?
No, because since the discussion just now was about asking about practices, I was wondering if I can ask. So in our tradition, is there any practice? What is the Dharma protector practice? Which yeah.
We have Dharma Pita for, we have the Mahakala and Padalamo.
Okay.
Rather there, yeah. Mahakala and Padalamo also, our Purebu also that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Maybe hopefully we can do some. Maybe someday you can lead us to do one.
Yeah, we do something. We decide that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yin. The yin. Ya. The name is Ya. Ya. Hey, Ya. Ya is here.
Oh, yeah.
Yuri, I think.
Hi, Yuri.
How are you? Nice to see you. Very nice teaching and everything. Beautiful, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Margaret. Okay. Now stop. Now really stop. Now really close.
Okay. Turn to page 39 of the prayer book, please. Saji Purki Jung Shin Me Tong Trari Ravling Ni De Gen Tadi Sangye Shin Me Te Oar From my two collections vast the space that I've amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time. May I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose mind wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of the complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I discern them. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time by even this great course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path raised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold loving and virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezig remain in life till samsara's end. Sangin Jai
And in the last line there, we will say as substitute, please, please return swiftly instead of live long. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manju's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayer thought and the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please return swiftly. Your form embodies all Buddhas. Your nature is that of Vajradhara. You are the root of the three jewels. Homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessings, O Protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly through all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O Protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples, wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I join the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages of paths, may I quickly attain the state of Ajidara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue of this world and beyond. In his care may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers or misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind, and pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtuous act gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be causes solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. Page 57, praise of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having attained Buddha's state, place each and every century without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. We'll finish on page 75 next time.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a good day.